Hi. I'm putting in raffle money, so I can't do the thing. Dun, 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 dun. That shit's up to 464? Damn. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a 50-50, so for absolutely no reason, I get half of that. Well, the guild doesn't even. What did I say it was? 464? Is that what I said? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Right, exactly. They all get free. They all get free shit anyway. Well, that's what the money's for. Like, I can't buy like on a whole buy a lot of stuff. But for people that I know for a while and people that rise the ranks to higher ranks, I'll allocate a higher amount of the guild money to getting them stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I also have to think of everyone else. I can never put myself in a situation where now I can't help people. So I've been doing a fairly good job with that. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the money was used for entertainment purposes. You know, like that whole thing I did with rising the ranks in the guild and all that shit. It costs money for that stuff. It's not cheap. You know, a lot of that stuff purchased. You know what I'm saying? But it makes it look pretty and it makes people have fun. A lot of people are having fun with that. You get really good responses. The next one's giving me trouble because we got somebody in the guild and he keeps beating them within like minutes of me coming out with them. His name is JJ Max. Yeah, I gotta take you there, and then I turn you loose, and you just find the picture you need to take. It's just a series of them. You could see other people's examples or mine, and it just tells the story. You know, depending on how long it takes you, if you end up getting kind of frustrated, I'll help you. I helped a couple of people. You know, it's not really about whether or not you're able to get it. It's more about the interaction in general. I know you long enough, so I wouldn't make you wait before I helped you with it. You know what I'm saying? You take a crack at it. You take a crack at it. You try to figure it out for fun. As soon as the stuff's being fun to you, you just let me know, and I'll come in there and I'll start to unravel it without unraveling it. I tried to make the riddle where everything I said had to do with the item, but the way it's said is definitely only from like a metaphorical point of view. So it's like metaphor after metaphor. That's the only relation. Yeah, so you have to find the starting or the finishing one, and then you can work your way back from that. You can work your way back from the finish instead of from the start. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But the next thing is not, it's going to be something else. It's going to be inside of this thing, and it's going to be really, really fucking, like, really hard and really scary and really difficult to become a Jedi. It's going to be fucked, dude. It's going to be fucked. I'm at the limit of how many ranks that you have, unfortunately. Yeah, but you can't just have one bad guy and, you know what I mean? General is Sith. What about General Grievous? That's very Sith. You just need to get the General on your square. Order 66 was just for the irony that the only person that really could get rid of the Jedi Council is... You remember when he did execute Order 66 and he fucking killed everybody? Yeah. So I figured... I mean, the Jedi Council will be responsible for the decisions about the people. Well, what it was he didn't get sucked into the the Sith circle or whatever it was. There was like a thing where all the Sith got sucked into this thing. All their spirits were in this one thing, and that's why the Sith were always more powerful than the Jedi all the time, because they were all tapping into this thing that was like forcing them all to be there to help them. Like all their spirits were in that one thing. But the Jedi is different. They were free when they died. You know what I mean? So it was like more like heaven and hell in a way. They did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, why are you so upset about that? Stop talking to me about that movie, because that movie is awesome in every way, from top to bottom, from beginning to end, and nothing you say is gonna change that. But the movie is phenomenal, dude. I like that movie more than any other Star Wars movie, that last one. I knew they were gonna do that to that movie. They were gonna make it the best one. I fucking knew they were gonna do it. Because they had criticism in the last movie they just had, and so they had to do a good finale to that fucking series, man. They had to do it. You know, they did the same shit with Endgame, too. You know what I mean? If they wouldn't have killed Iron Man, it wouldn't have been as good of a movie. Spoiler alert! Listen, they could not afford to pay that man any more fucking money, okay? They had to let him go. He's making way too much money in Hollywood. He would have started to become a superpower in the fucking world, in the world of money. I don't even know what you do when you have money like that anymore. I mean, you... First two movies, Iron Man 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, they did good, man. They did good with it. No, it was good. She was trained. Yeah, she was. Hey, it's better than what happened in the book. But Leia was... You didn't see the movie, how old Leia was? Right, she did shit between the age of when she was young in part 6, and you know what I mean, the stuff that happened. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, you don't have an imagination? What do you think? She just sat around and smoked cigarettes? Well, I guess that's what she did in real life, but you know what I mean.
I wish I had time to help Errol, but my hands are full right now.
Yeah, it was a takes place in the future thing. Don't forget, there wasn't a lot of the characters in the beginning of the first movie. They were just reintroducing the characters. Like, after a long time of not being seen or around, they were like, oh, look who it is, it's Han Solo. You know what I mean? So they did it. They did a job at reintroducing the characters. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. I was like, there's no way they did that. I was like, there's no fucking way they just did that. That is fucking horrible, dude. Chewie is like 200 something years old, bro. You better respect your elders, right? They live ridiculously long as in their universe. I like how the Force got stronger because there was less people wielding it. It wasn't shared anymore by many Jedi and many Sith, so there were powers that they didn't have access to because there wasn't enough Force for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But as they all died out on both sides and there was so few left, the two of them ended up with so much of the power. You know, like the shit that happened in that final movie, they couldn't do that stuff in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nobody had those powers. That was like beyond anything you thought that Jedi powers could even do. So as the herd got thinned, the power got stronger, and I thought that was a great little thing they added to it without saying it out loud. Do you know what I mean? Because it was kind of like, why are all these extra powers here that we never heard of, that we never really even seen? You know, and then the connection between the two of them. You know, yeah. Where are you trying to go for the farming gear? Yeah, I only have DPS. I'm on my Necromancer this time. You can't do it with 2 people. Hey, Winter. No, you need more chances. You can't just go in with 2 people. We need 4 people. Yeah, but it's pound for pound. It's not worth. It's not worth the time. You know what I mean? We'll get 4 people. Don't worry. Hey, Winter. Hey, Cash. Don't worry, Breeze. We'll get 4 people. Even if we have to use the group finder. I can pretend to be healer. He's just trying to do Banner Cell 1 normal. He just needs pants. Or whatever it is.
Okay, I'll get
set
on my teams.
he's trying to get. But we need the extra chance because it's 4 times the chance per boss and per treasure chest. Until the end, they never give you pants in final boss. Right. Mm-hmm. You can. Yeah. There's there's no reason why you can't have sets broken up that way. It's totally fine. As long as you got the 5, and the 2 monster set, you should be fine. Oh, and Olorime is on the rest of the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olorime has to be on the rest of the staff. But the back bar doesn't have to be 5 Olarime. The back bar could be 3 Olarime, and you could be using like a master weapon of some kind. I'm gonna play on my Necro this time, Cash.
Yeah?
Yeah. Eventually, how you feeling today? It's been a while since your bounty was at 0. Yeah. Which took 300,000. I kept telling her, Winter, that's no good. You shouldn't do that. And everybody was like, Nightmare, that's the game. You're supposed to do it. And now everybody's like, Winter, what did you do? You can't come in town anymore. And there's no real way to fix it. You have to wait it out. This shit takes forever.
Yep.
I hope you get a skin out of it. Or at least a color. No, there's no skin. But there is something in the Dark Brotherhood I think gives you like a costume or something. I never got that. More than one, I think, actually, right, Cash? One is like that skeleton one with the hood. And then the other one is something else.
There was... Yeah, I don't remember.
Two things, I think. As you go through it. You get one and then you get the other at the end. And then there's an assistant from the Thieves Guild, right? Who robs you blind of the stuff that you robbed blind.
Yes.
Right. She takes a big cut because she's a Khajiit, and they're fucked up like that.
She's a thief. What do you want? Hi.
Super thief, super thief, she's super thief.
Wow, it did just send me more Keith Brags.
I thought you said teeth. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Windsor, if you're trying to talk, you might be on mute. We haven't heard you. Yeah, I feel that way too. Oh, there's you. Okay. I was like him. No, if you were trying to say something, you might have been on mute, that's all. One in the morning? Maybe it just got delayed and showed up later. Well. Did you make the meeting? Ha! That's funny. She sent you a message at 1 a.m. and you don't even go. That's great. That's If it was only YouTube, it wouldn't have given you viruses. It's other things that do it. Yeah. There's clickbait out there where something will pop up and you click it and all of a sudden it's like, warning, the US government knows what you've been doing in secret in the basement. You must pay us $5,000 right now or and all of a sudden your machine's broken. Do you use Mozilla Firefox or no? Alright. If you can, get that from the Explorer. Like, go on Explorer, look up Mozilla, and download Firefox and use that as your browser instead. The browser's made by a different company, not Microsoft. Yeah, it's not Google, it's not Microsoft, and therefore it's not being targeted by viruses and shit. And it just doesn't allow cookies and stuff like that. You'll be able to use that while your system is waiting to be repaired. It's like a secure way to, more secure way to browse the net. Because it's a different...
Yeah, it's just not
more
as...
restrictive. Yeah, there's like things that'll tell you can't see it. because you're
Yeah.
using it, but at least it'll load and it won't fuck up on you. You know what I'm saying?
It's not as compatible,
Right.
but it definitely, yeah, you're totally right about it.
I
You'll
use
be able to
both.
use
I
it.
don't just use Mozilla, but I don't use Explorer unless Mozilla won't load what I need to see. Like for certain things you got to log into or put like a password or something like that, Mozilla might give you trouble with something like that. It's really just for like browsing stuff safely. It's just got a lot of blockage on it to prevent it from getting damaged from software. That doesn't mean that a virus can't come on your computer from Explorer and move to Mozilla. It's totally possible. There are viruses that are ridiculously strong and powerful that people created. They just linger in the air too. People inject them into the net, and then the viruses basically just linger around and get downloaded from one to the other, and the person that created it doesn't have to do any more work. The damage is already done. That's why they call it a virus in the first place.
And it uses up your resources on your computer, which is also a reason why they call it
Right. I'm sure my reason's not the reason.
that. It's probably more the reason than mine.
We could always
It just
Google it,
spreads and
but
spreads and
I don't
spreads.
want to get a virus, so.
Why are you offline, Beast?
You know what's going on. This Internet Explorer got a virus. I don't think it ever does that. Oh, I see what you're saying. That was me. I'm sorry. I know. He knows it was something. Like Nightmare, we're talking about party chats that you weren't even there. I know, it was still me. Sorry. Fucking around. Yes.
Yes.
But more likely than not, it's not showing up either 5 to 15 minutes or you change zones. But changing the zones always works, thank goodness. Not, you know, change zone to broken mail. It's treated all broken mail, even in real life. All I gotta do is just, well, you can't now, but you used to just cross state lines and come back and your mail was there. Yeah, it cost a little bit in gas. Sure, there was a toll. Sure, some people say you're crazy. Sure, by some I mean all. But it worked, goddammit. No. There was a rumor at one point that it was working, and I thought it worked for me one time, but when I reloaded UI, it just was that amount of time went by. It fixed naturally. Because it actually will eventually get to you if you're in the same zone, but in my experience, it takes 5 to 15 minutes. So if you're not in a rush to get it, you could just keep hunting for them. But if you forgot what you bought, you better learn them first before you keep going. Because then if you learn them first, you won't have to remember. And that's usually the way I do it. I go on a spree where I go to the limit of what my memory can handle, and then I take them, use them, and then I do the spree again after. My sprees are not very big, because I'm a fucking idiot. Barely remember how much coffee to put in the coffee machine. I'm a 40-year-old man, and there's coffee leaking all over the floor. And I'm like, I don't know how to work this. Doesn't make any sense. What do you mean the grains are too small? No, I don't grind my own coffee. Yes, it is. But it's so thin. When you do that, it's so powdery. I do like that molasses type liquid at the bottom of the cup. But it can't be grainy. It has to be like... Oh, I don't even know what that is. Bench press. You know there's a way to drink coffee where they don't heat up the beans, and therefore there's no downside? Because the only thing that's bad with coffee is this chemical that comes into fruition from heating it up, and when the beans turn dark, it actually reduces the quantity of the chemical. So dark roast is safer, but over the course of some decades of drinking coffee, it does cause medical issues. But if you do cold coffee, what is it called? Cold brew coffee? It never creates the chemical if it's properly cold brewed. So you could actually drink coffee and never have the downside from it. It's like cigarettes almost. It takes a very long time for you to get sick from it, but you eventually get sick. Coffee's like that too.
My brother likes to just grind up the beans, so he makes it all in a blender. It's actually really good.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He uses the coffee beans in the blender to make coffee. So he just grinds it up really fine.
You're not supposed to eat that though. That's a lot. Yeah, but that's a lot of that would come out really strong.
It's so strong.
Yeah, because think about how much you're throwing away when you throw away that filter or whatever. That he's ingesting all of that. That's fucking crazy.
Well, he doesn't drink big cups of coffee. He only drinks little cups of coffee.
I've never heard of anybody doing that. That's the first time I ever heard anybody eating beans. And those kind of beans in there.
Chocolate covered coffee bean?
No way. You can eat coffee?
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that. By the way, if you're eating a already roasted coffee bean, you're still eating that chemical though. So it doesn't... It would have to be a raw bean to prevent that occurrence.
Yeah, these are already roasted.
But dark is better than light, so if you have a choice. Yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you look at the study, of course, absolutely. But here's the thing. In the study, it shows that the chemical gets created at a certain temperature, and then when they dark roast, it actually reduces the quantity of the chemical. It starts to go away. So the darker the roast, the less of that chemical that they're talking about. The chemical that has been deemed by the FDA as bad for you. Yeah, dark roast is less of that chemical. I know it sounds weird. You cook it a little bit, the chemical comes out a lot. Then it continues to cook, and then the chemical starts to go away. It's a very strange process, but dark roast is safer on a whole. Like I said, this is like 30, 40 years of you drinking coffee, and then something bad will happen. It doesn't happen right away. But if you could do just cold brewed in general, and it's really cold brewed, that is the safest way to drink coffee. Yeah, they used to call you coffee back then, if I remember correctly. That's why they call it Joe, actually, I believe. Beast Mode Joe Coffee Maker. That sounds like the name of a new coffee maker brand. Get your hands on a Beast Mode Joe Coffee Maker today. No, Beast Mode. There'll never be another Johnny. You can't both be tanks.
Oh, I'm not a tank.
Can one of you not pretend to not be a tank? Oh, there you go. I am Iron Man. I get you. Calm down. Man. I'm only kidding. Banner sells one, right? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. It's on vet. It's on normal. Winter, do you want to come in the dungeon as a fourth body? Just need a body. Yeah, like for example, one thing you could do is join the group, join the dungeon, leave the group, go back to what you're doing, and then the group finder will fill it for us. We'll get top priority for the fill. Then we have another person to give us the item. Yeah, this is like a normal Banner Cells 1. It's really easy. Yes. We're just trying to get him a pair of pants. He's like that Nord just running around without his pants. Have you seen my husband? He lost his pants again. She's always angry at him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you're ready. Winter. Winter, I'll give you a little, like, fun thing for you to search for motifs. Just don't let the guards take it from you, please. Okay? I'll give you some money so you can get some motifs, like the cheap motifs you're gonna hunt for. But don't let the guards take the money from you. Cause you fucking owe 300,000 gold. Not your crafter? Oh, okay, good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send you 50k. See what you can get with that. You probably could get more than 10 motifs. Cheap. Yes. You start out like that. Yes. No, just the 3 major cities are enough. No, I'm about to queue right now. I was waiting for you to change your thing. There you go. Where's my fucking nightmare? What's this? When you come in here and you see my staff, you don't judge me, right? You have been outwaned. Look at chests, please. Everybody just scan the room as you go through it. The chests are very important. They could a lot, like 50% of the time, the shit we're looking for is in the chest. 50%. Right, Kish?
Yes.
I would say the chest is even better than farming bosses if you have them there. Because you can get anything in a chest, but certain bosses just won't drop shit. Like, for example, the final boss here, he will not drop pants. Ever. It's just the final, usually it's the final 2 bosses that drop. They have a different type of stuff they drop. Like the final will usually drop a weapon or jewelry, and the one before the final will usually drop jewelry or something like that. Well.
I do, though I've seen
There
better
you go.
days. The High Lord's power.
I am a fan of Legend right now, right?
He would not have been able to escape our predecessors as he has escaped us today. We need to go after him.
Stay down,
Maul of
Man.
Sanctuary, because that's what we're looking for.
We should find them, then deal with Release if we can.
Well, I want away.
I will not suffer further dishonor.
I guess I'll take it. No, I'm kidding. I want that shit. Deconstructed. And then after you deconstruct it, delete the material that was created. Yeah, evaporate it from existence. Not even its parts can exist.
I didn't look at your chests.
I can't see shit. Hold on, get some light on. Dark. It's Alamexia's lantern. It's a memento. It is the most useful memento in this fucking game, hands down. But you don't have to. I believe Vardenfell quests, like main storyline Vardenfell. I think. I double checked though, just by looking at it. It says obtained by assisting Alamexia. She is so fucking hot. You ever meet her yet? It's the hottest character in this game. She looks like if a Kardashian had a baby with a gray alien. That would be that.
It's Veranil!
Veranil!
Door! See to him!
By the Empyrean light. Let's hope he lives.
Where?
Has he been
Oh, shit.
slain?
It's not the he lives. Are you satisfied, Sirius?
It's a simple task getting the pants. Good luck.
Patience!
Bam! Rubedite axe
I
of
need you to heal
Frisnos.
him. And Immeril is still unaccounted for. We'll need her to face Release.
You know, it sounds like he's reading from a script. I think they did that shit on purpose. Well, can you re-sew those into pants? Or... Right, Kiff? You sew? If you have 5 of one item, you can turn them into the other item. You don't have that yet? Alright, that's next year, so. More to come. Worst nightmare. No, I hope they did it. But that would be kind of, that would be a little bit of a solution for people that keep getting the wrong gear in dungeons. Save up 5 of the gear. And then you could turn all 5 pieces into the piece that you want. Unnecessary global.
We were there before. We found her.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
Oh. Alright. Find another chest. We did find 2. It's been the limit as of late in some places.
Sometimes these little urns are chests. Every once in a while there's an extra urn and it's actually a chest.
I don't what the fuck is happening to the enemies, but they're just disappearing.
I don't know how you defeated those Banekin, but I'll be glad to send more. I'm going to it. It's the outsiders. So the Keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead.
And you just finished talking shit, too.
How amusing.
Did you ever
I
come
didn't
on
get
stuff?
any sanctuary at all. Let me go see if there's a chest up here. Usually there's only 2 per dungeon, but...
Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion.
Oh yeah, I did
Nope.
not get the pants. Alright,
What are you
pants.
not doing?
What does that pants pop?
Do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the
Should we do part 2 instead? Same gear, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah, but on normal, it still would look the same as this. Just not by yourself.
In here?
I don't know how to spell sanctuary, I'm sorry. I've run one for that. Found the pants?
I got shoes.
Haroldor!
Hello!
I do know I've seen better days. The High King Lord's power has grown. He would not have
I got a ring off that mob.
Let's push those switches first, though. Go, Kish, go, go, go.
What delightful folly is this? The Keepers have enlisted an outsider to face me? To prove your bravery, mortals have
No, please,
fallen
don't die.
so down for your
You're here with us in spirit. You showed up just in time to get chewed on.
Hey!
Yes, I did.
I got pants!
Get the fuck out of here.
I got
Oh,
pants.
thank God it's over. I mean, no offense, Beast Mode. Wow, good. That's great. Now, delete him in front of him, Tish.
And and they're infused.
Give him
Perfect
the
trait.
give him the ultimate welcome back, Carter. Just delete him.
Oh well.
You're too nice, Cash.
Whew.
It would have been worth
I
it,
know.
Jeff. Please go. Why don't you
I
lock him
almost
first?
handed him
Lock
the
him.
robe and was like, "Oops, I'm sorry," but
Make sure you lock
I
that
couldn't
shit.
do it to
Lock
him.
that shit. Beast, you hear me? Lock it. Lock it. Yeah, triangle and hit lock. This way you don't accidentally decon it. Or trait research it or whatever. Alright, you guys, we don't really have to finish the dungeon. I mean, the purpose would literally be in the negative. It would be a negative purpose. What, you still need the resto?
You don't need the resto. Do you need the resto? What do you need the resto for?
Why would he need it? There's no reason why you need it? None? Okay. Okay. You got it. Yeah, wait, I got a Wall of Sanctuary. You can use that on your front bar. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Winston. Thank you, Cash.
No.
Now I'm only kidding. Yeah.
By the way,
Hello?
you can also use
I don't think we've met.
Like, let's just say
Winter.
Hey. What?
Hey. Guys, shut up.
Sorry, Winter. He's not in the guild. He doesn't stay in the chat. I'm sorry.
Tea soap?
Yeah. He said... No, he said that you were on his friends list. Yeah. You don't add people and then forget who they are, Winter, ever? You only add people and keep people you know? Because I have a shitload of people that I don't know who the fuck they are on my list. Shitload.
I have, like, so many.
Yeah. They don't join my chats, though. The people that I have on my list. Well, he said it was because you were on his friends list. And if he sees you in a party chat, he can join. But it didn't sound like this was going to go in a direction that was going to be something pleasurable for you. So before that happened, I feel that. Yeah. Yeah. PSN is having trouble right now with some stuff. Maybe somehow he got like an invite to the party or something, and it's like an error. And so from his point of view, he's like, it had to have been you. But if you're someone else or something, like maybe his friends list only has people he knows. So he's like, how did you get on my friends list? He doesn't remember how you got on his friends list. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck. Whatever it is, it's not to be investigated in this chat channel. This chat channel is a safe haven for people. And at any moment, I felt like he was going to start using bad words and just yelling out horrible shit. That's usually how people like to leave it when they don't know people and they join the chat. They usually like to leave like, frick you, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So let's not give him that and let him do that and just let him. So the guy got angry because the guy apologized for his friend?
Yeah, I try not to get drunk and get into chat and EXO because I make a complete fool out of myself.
It's usually what people say that are pleasant to be around when they're drunk.
You've seen me drunk worse.
No, I haven't. Drunk with power. I've never seen Cash drunk. Are you kidding me?
Once, yeah.
No, she said, you've seen me drunk. I don't remember ever seeing you drunk. And come to think of it, I don't think I remember hearing you drunk. So maybe I'm not judgmental enough to remember that part of it. Ah! No, I'm kidding. A lot of it has to do with your system is being attacked by poison, and you're having a reaction that would be like a defense mechanism to being attacked by someone or something, and so it keeps making you angry because you're supposed to defend yourself for survival purposes, but there isn't anything to defend yourself against because you poisoned yourself. So you're angry and you're confrontational, and you can't help it because you're in like a very raw instinctual state, especially being inebriated a lot. You're down to your basic instincts, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a truth serum too, alcohol in a way. Alcohol kind of does make people just like say how they really feel about things too. So if somebody's like angry and they're mean drunk, that means they're holding a lot of that feeling and they're just keeping it to themselves, and you only see it when they get drunk. But that means that they have things that they don't like and they're angry about in life in general. So if it's an angry drunk, it means he has got things that he's not happy about in life when he's not drunk. Usually, there are people that just like to fight, like Tyson Fury, for example, right? I'm sure when he gets drunk and he hits somebody, it's because he wanted to hit the person, whether he was drunk or sober, it didn't matter. Yeah, exactly. There are those. Just try to avoid those people.
The first rule of Fight Club.
Right. We call the police if anybody gets punched in the eye. That's the first rule of Fight Club. 911, motherfucker. No, you can't harm humans. There should be no harming of any humans at any time, ever. That's very important. Like, even if somebody's yelling and being a dick and an asshole, they shouldn't be physically hurt. There should be no physical harm from human to human at all. It used to be that way a long time ago, before there was a super ridiculous amount of us, because there were animals that were really dangerous, so the communities were super strong and super tight. No, you really don't. You don't have to do it with practically anything. Look, everything just wants to live, you know? Well, yeah, but that part of it is the freedom that they have to speak whatever they want to speak, and then your freedom to not associate with them. And then their punishment for that is that they don't have any friends. You know what I'm saying? So it works itself out. If they keep cutting off all the people that would be their friend, then they just end up alone. But physical harm to another human being can cause death. even light physical harm can cause a person to die like 80 years earlier than they were supposed to, just because of blood clots and fucked up shit with concussions. So it just should be something that never happens. The whole people yelling at people thing and saying horrible shit. If you take that away, you might as well just take away all freedom of speech as far as saying bad things in general. And I agree with that. I don't think people should be saying bad shit either. But it's really hard to make that argument. I don't think people are ready to give up being a dick just yet. You know what I'm saying? They're not ready for that. Because it sounds simple, right? How about you just don't say anything mean to anybody? And then people come into the chat and they're like, "You're a fucking cult! You're a fucking cult! You're Charles Manson!" And you're like, "I just wanted people to be nice to each other. What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh, Winter, you weren't there for that, I don't think. Maybe you were, I don't know. But recently, somebody joined the guild and just freaked out on all of us in the guild because they were super elitist. And I was trying to get them to understand that in the guild, we care about how people feel more than the accomplishments in the game and shit. And I kept, 2 times he actually insulted what was mean to people without directly being mean. And when I pointed it out and I told him that this is the way it is in the guild, he tried to make it like he could do whatever the fuck he wants. And he didn't understand what was going on or what the problem was or what he did wrong. And I explained to him several times, and then I was actually less mean to him than I normally am to people like that. But he was like a sociopath manipulator that was going to do damage to people in the guild. Yeah. And I'm glad I was online to catch it. Oh, he fucking did, deceptions in the guild? He gave him death threats. He
started to call us a cult, and I said there's a difference between a community and a cult, and he just went on. He just lost it. He's like, "Y'all a cult, Charles."
No, Cox was in the chat channel, Cash was in the chat channel, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. And this was a guy from another guild, Deceptions was in. But, Deceptions apologized. He felt so embarrassed that shit happened. And I told him, don't worry about it, it's not his responsibility. No, it's not. But I actually wasn't that mean to this guy after the guy left the guild, because I told him to leave several times. I said, "Listen, if you don't like what's going on here, it's not for you. You can just leave." And then he whispered me, "I'm Charles Manson, we're in a cult," and all this shit. And then he told Deceptions that I death threatened him, and that the cops are on the way to my house and watching my YouTube right now. And then he death threatened Deceptions. Hey, yeah. Welcome back. I know. Well, that's why I did that little bit. And the people that were there, Cash, I guess, is the only one. She would have understood why I made the joke. I'll make my jokes more broad as far as what the content is for the people that are on the channel. Alright, Yang, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Well, now you do, though, right? Usually when someone says, "I never understood it," there you go, "until now." No, not this time. Okay, fine, whatever. Is there anything in the game that you need to do, gang, that you'd like to get into, that we could help you with? What level is he now? 40-something? Oh no. Yeah, but you can't even start using this character properly until it's 50. You know what I mean? When I tell you to travel to me, not yet. I'll do something for you, real quick. Do you have any? Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're always more than buying all of the pieces. They're always more. Travel to me worse? Yang? Yeah, you do. For convenience, there's a convenience and the random factor that because it's so hard to get, they have to charge more because otherwise, why would it be great to get it? You know what I'm saying? So they're usually worth a lot more. I know there's people that actually collect them. They don't even use them. They just buy them and collect them. The Imperial is not the expensive one, though. You can get that one for a very fair price.
No, not that I know of. Probably lag.
Alright, just run with me. If you die, it doesn't matter, you'll still get experience. Just run ahead of me if you can, you know? Oh, I don't even have a food on. I gotta let me do that after this. After this first before I have to remedy it. Let me get a hold of some type of food or something. Hold on. There's gotta be like a blue food on me or something. What? I only have witch mothers? Cash, are you on a character that might have max blue food for a magic person?
For a magic
Avoid
person?
these people.
I think I have some
Don't
in
pull
my
them.
bank.
Just when you okay, you do know about it? Yeah, just run. If you like sprint, you can get it. And it's probably not worth doing this chest unless it's the very first time you get it. You'll get a huge amount of experience. So you'd have to. Okay, yeah, it's worth doing that. We'll do the chest. It's huge because it's undaunted achievement or something like that. So it'll be like a ridiculously large quantity. Go ahead and push the chest for me while I'm fighting. Yeah, please do. Yeah. There is a way to do the chest where it's worth it, and the next time you come in, if you can get to the chest and open it while we're in combat, it's worth it. But if we have to exit combat and then do it, it won't be worth the experience to do it. So that's always going to turn me back where we do the chest. I could do this on any character now, but it's only because, I mean, I spend a lot of time on this game. Since June. Yeah. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
snipes.
that's taking aim. You have to know
Right.
those
Well, no, yeah, well, nobody would it. You just kill them before they do it, yeah. They nerfed a lot in the game, so there have been changes. There used to be builds where all you do is damage over time and there was no spammable big heavy hit number. But now, every build in the game, you basically have to have some sort of spammable at the end of your rotation that you do before you restart it. It's just... Sure, Atlantis. Yeah. Yeah, I love that one. I like the way it sounds, too. Especially the meteor one. It's fucking awesome. But I'm very sad that other people can't see it anymore. You know? It was beautiful when you had 4 people doing it way back when. It was just such a beautiful sight. I don't care if my game slowed down. Shit. Alright, keep running. Keep running, don't stop, don't stop. We're gonna do the rest of the place this next fall. Alright. Now when you get down here, we're going right around here. And we're just gonna go right back here. Oh shit! That snipe thing just happened to me. If you could stay alive, stay alive. If you can survive it until I get back up. There you go. Good job. Alright, good job. That's called Murphy's Law, by the way. Yeah.
I'm not understanding the question. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Go ahead again,
Which is
please.
odd, Beast. It's odd. Are you talking low?
Yes.
Yeah. That's better. You still need that for the purge for the group. Yeah. It always procs right under your feet for that one. It always procs right in the middle. Yeah,
yes.
You want to be just behind the group, and it'll proc on everyone. Wall of Elements procs just in front of your feet. Ritual of Retribution procs right under your feet. So each skill is a little different. But you'll get used to it.
It's an additional thing that you learn how to do in the game. It's the same thing with Serraria. Learning how to keep Serraria at 20 stacks is mind-boggling. Because you have to time the 10-second. It doesn't even tell you when it's going to run out because it's a thing that's on the floor. So it never tells you the timer. So you have to like guess when it's going to be recasted and then purposely get that shit to pop where you need it to be next while not wearing off the 20 stacks. And the 20 stacks only last like 4 fucking 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. It's really hard to do. But it's the strongest set in the game, but it's the hardest set to use. I like that gear. Remember that game? Oh, that was Dragon Warrior, sorry, wrong game. Yeah, okay.
Gauntlet, yes. Hated that.
They made a new version of it, too. It's surprisingly not as fun as the other one, even though that's way better. I'm not gonna survive this. I think I'm gonna survive this. Okay.
Be right back.
I did. Amazing. Try to run and open the chest while I attack the enemies. Just run past these guys, don't fall, and then I'll take these enemies. And if I have their aggro, maybe they won't attack you, and that'll allow you to get the chest. If you're not able to get the chest, however, it won't be worth doing it. As long as you don't get hit by an enemy, you should be able to do it. Good. Ready to move if you want. And run, yay. Don't get hit by the thing. What level did you make it to now? Have you done your daily normal random? That is the absolute most extraneous amount of experience in this fucking game, dude. Do you have a 150 scroll or no? Ah, shit, dude. If you had one of those and you did the normal daily, it would be so much at one time. Oh, especially with that event, 100%? Holy fuck. 250% on a daily normal? God damn, that's like 3 levels in the 40s. You'll get at one time. You'll go from like 43 to 46 like that instantly. But you're already 45. We should do the random normal. Anybody else have a character they're trying to level? Yeah, just put on abilities that you want to level and shit. Yeah, so if you want. Right. And I'll swap to tank, but Winter will pretend to heal, and then we'll get in. No, I got the heal. We all got heals. The group doesn't need proper group makeup for what we're doing. This guy's name is Gasolina Premium. Look, Gasolina Premium. That's funny. Alright. Well, Winter pretend to be a healer in the group thing. Wait, you might not have to do that, but I do want the other person to be another DPS though. Thank you for the food, Cash. I got it. I got my ghost. I'm in my necro. Oh, you wanna go? Okay. You on the right character for it? Yeah. There we go. Alright. Alright. This will be really fast, guys. Trust me. You know, as a joke and a satire to make fun of the people that do it, I want to go in zone chat and put up a thing that says, want to buy all of your this, that, this, but instead of it being like the shitty price that they're looking to buy it for so they can resell it, I'll make it even like 1/100th of that price, so I'm really fucking ripping people off.
Eberic Direfrost of Falkreath.
Yeah, but like, get the fuck out of here with that. They're already trying to buy CUDA from people for a K. 1K per CUDA. Send me all your CUDA, buying all of it, 1K each. You fucking out of your mind? You on the quest too, Yang? They get people sending them stuff though that are new at the game. They're like, oh shit, I can make 10,000 gold right now, I got 10 CUDA. And then the guy resells it for 7K each. Yeah, they get money doing that. As a matter of fact, Low Fat was taught how to do that. And you basically just get rich in materials, and like you just have everything in the game eventually. You saw a COD thing. And you're like, COD means your corn flour, 10 gold per. Oh shit! Did you see those? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a troll thing now. Even if the guy doesn't know if he's a scammer or not, he'll just say scam anyway for no reason. Somebody did that to Deceptions in his guild, his other guild. Yeah, he just said he wanted to buy something or something like that, and the guy said he's a scammer, he's gonna steal your money, and it was just out of nowhere for no reason. There was nothing behind it. He didn't even know the guy, and he's never. No, you don't know because people are just gonna say it when it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be people you know. That's the only way you can do it. Like, I know Winter well enough to know that I can do something with towns right there, and it's not going to go south. Winter's newer to the game than you, though, I think. No? Yeah. Right. Oh, okay. I don't remember where winter came from, but if I had to guess, I would say the rotation of the Earth around the sun. I like winter, the season of no bugs. Where bugs lay dormant to not torment me. Yeah. The bugs down there are even bigger. Oh, they're bigger down there. I hate them, man. I hate all of them so much. I'm very prejudiced against them. You know what the messed up part is? I don't like bugs, but you know those creatures from District 9? Those bug alien creatures? I wouldn't hate them. I would be fascinated by them. It's just Earth bugs are fucking disgusting, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about Earth. You know, ants are not that bad because they're predictable and they're guidable, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of control them, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Ticks too. Ticks. Yeah, and ticks too, man. Ticks are terrible. They do. They take the bodies of dead insects and stuff back to the basin and they turn it into the sugar that the queen can eat. It's rather disgusting when you think about it. I don't think an ant will bite you for no reason, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I left them small on you per se. I don't know, they're just not that disgusting to me. I don't know. Maybe it was Honey I Shrunk the Kids with Auntie. Remember Auntie? It was making noises and shit. They turned it into like a Muppet. The ant was like his friend and it remembered him and he fed it, what was it? Devil dogs? He was feeding it like devil dogs or some shit on a stick. Remember that?
The crypt is locked. Probably opened by the pair of pressure plates here.
I don't know, I guess I have respect for the hive mind thing a little bit. They're like, insects are like the Borg from Star Trek. Like...
Yet to explore the summit.
The bees and shit, you know. An ant was just the first bee before it turned into a bee. It's like the predecessor to the bee. Yeah. Like the movie Cavemen with Ringo Starr. Remember Cavemen? Oh, there was a scene. There was a scene in that movie when a mosquito lands on the guy's face, and the guy's like, oh, oh, and the other guy just squishes the fucking giant bug into his face to kill it, and it's so gross. There's so much goo. It's horrible. That's a funny ass movie. It's from the late 70s, early 80s. Sure. Yeah, you should check that out. It's really really hilarious old time movie stuff. They don't really speak in it, you know what I mean? They're like cavemen. So it's all, you know, it's old humor though. You'll see what I mean when you see it. Sure. Yeah, I bought that way before I bought my banker. Yes, go back to the objective. I will wait for the next objective. Yep, you'll drop down and then it'll be over in the corner. Not corner, it'll be in the center of the wall. Alright, when you get up here, you go ahead and light that torch downstairs. I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of riffraff down to us, alright? You just gotta time it right, so you're not in combat or whatnot. Alright, I see you. There you go, okay.
The mistress will delight in a new slave.
You don't have to run anymore. I just save you
I'm finally free.
from all things evil and dead. I apologize for the wording. It's status. No, I don't know what it is. There's a name for everything, though.
There is.
Yeah, I bet you there is a name for being like, you hate undead, ghouls, vampires, all that shit.
Well, there's a phobia for it.
Necrophobia, that's it. But I think it's a very common phobia when you think about it.
Right.
I mean, unless you're a mortician.
Some people actually are scared that that's going to happen.
What's gonna happen? Zombies?
Zombieism. Zombies.
Yeah, it would end ESO, and that could be a problem.
That could be a problem. If I become a zombie, I'll still play.
Cash, how you doing today? You want brains? Let's go get Cash some brains, guys. Yeah. You just stand there and you're just hitting him with light attack. Tink. Tink. This is about to be a huge experience for him, especially with the bonus and then also training the quest. He's gonna get a ton of levels. Big help. Big. Huge. There we go. Huge. Read the scroll. Okay.
I've been throwing some weird recipes in the guild bank.
You mean WYRD?
Your frozen souls will haunt this place forever.
That's good. What's that? Yeah, it's a Rothgar quest.
Hot Pockets.
It's frosty as the edge of Skyrim up here.
Hot,
Yeah,
they're called
so-
triple trifling, Orzheimer's triple trifling pockets.
Yeah, it's Orzorga's, and it's a Rothgar quest you do to get all the recipes.
Yeah, it's pretty easily buyable, I think. I don't have any in my bank at the moment to give you. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one you want to use. It'll make it where they have like infinite resource too. Even if you make them like the moon cult. I just don't have it on me. It's basically the same thing as Frothgar, but for stamina, which is max health and stamina recovery. No max nothing else. Just max health, stamina recovery. It's not too expensive to make either, which is another nice thing about it. But it looks like a Hot Pocket when you look at the picture. Hot Pocket. I have it on my other character. I could send you some. I just don't have the recipe. But the recipe's not hard to get at all. It's a really easy, like, go here, go there quest. And you keep going back to the lady. And then she'll give you all these different ones in a row. And then the final one is like, thrice baked gore apple pie. I haven't even heard of that. Yeah, but that doesn't scale with you. That's the problem. Yeah, that's what you use when you want to hit the target dummy. Look at that, 6,047 magic cash.
Wow.
That's a target dummy, dude, right there. I have it on my other character. I think he wants to be able to... He needs to make it for his friends. Yeah. You could probably buy that recipe pretty cheap, considering the quantity of them in circulation at the moment. Because what happens is you do it on one character, right? And then all your other characters that get it, there's no point in them learning it. You already have it. So now everybody's characters, they all have extra, if they do the quest, an extra recipe. So none of those recipes cost hardly anything at this point, since they've been out for years and years and years. But how do you type that in?
Off the top of your head,
yeah.
How much would you say an Elder Argonian chest motif is worth? Right, but that's not the point.
I have no idea, Cash. Did you look in the thing? In the bot?
No, it's a chat. Somebody wanted to sell it for 10k, and I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah, but nobody's buying anything anymore. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have stuff up for sale less than anyone else, and nobody buys it. That's why people start selling things for way less. It used to be cheap because it was Murkmire. And people, when Murkmire came out, they farmed the frick out of it. But it went up a little bit in price since then.
Yeah, but they're selling it for 10k.
It seems low. I mean, let me check, because I would definitely buy it from him if I don't have that one. But I might have bought the entire thing, I'm not sure. And Winter needed it too, obviously. That microphone
right.
is...
Who's Mike? Who's Mike?
Beast Mode, is your mic bugging out again? It sounds like an old video game on Nintendo that broke. Get to the chopper!
It's Beast. Tell me when it's over. I muted him.
Beast, your mic is messed up, Beast. Beast, your mic is messed up, Beast. I'm gonna mute him too. What do you think? I'm gonna sit there and listen to that shit until he comes back? Fuck out of here. No, I could remove him from the party. But it might make it where he's locked out of it. And then I would have to make a new one for him to come back. Oh, okay. Let me go back and unmute him now. Oops, I kicked him on accident. No, I'm kidding. There we go. I don't have that Elder Argonian chest cash. And yes, I would buy that for 10k right now. If I personally would, so I would buy it if I were you. Just tell him I'll
I'm
buy
trying
it
to.
before it's too late.
I'm trying to buy it. I don't
So-
have it either.
Yeah.
I love chess pieces. I just feel like, alright, I'll buy it for 10K, but I'm gonna tell you, you know?
No, it's not wrong. That what he's asking for is he's just being nice about the price. He's not wrong about not being able to sell the shit. You know what I'm saying? People are being forced to sell things for mad cheap right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go buy that chess piece from a trader right now and show you why he's doing that. Because I want it. I believe it is. It's food. Yeah. I think if you type, it is blue. I think if you type in the search OR, yeah, it's the blue section. It's food. Triple trifling. Or Zickamross triple trifling. Spoiler alert, it's got guts in it. I know. But it's so good for stamina. But so bad for relationships.
They sold it to me for 10K.
Alright, Cash. What motif chapter is it? What number?
Let me see. I can't
Can you
learn
link
it
it
on
in
this
guild
too.
chat? What? Link it in guild chat for me so I can look it up and search?
Yeah.
70. Over
270.
Agrarian chest.
Customers.
You got it.
Okay, Winter. We'll see you later.
You gotta have a good one. Alright. 20K is the first ones I'm seeing. Over here. A lot of them for 20K, a lot of them. The next one, they're all 20K.
So 10K's
It's just
not
being
a bad
very
price.
generous. All
Yeah.
20K. 20 seems to be the lowest one, and there's quite a few for 20. 20 seems to be the universally accepted price. So far, almost all of the vendors have it for 20. One has it for 30. This one has it for 20. They're all 20K. All of it. You got a good deal. You got half price, Cash.
Nice. I already have it. So I will
What?
be sending it to Winter.
You already fucking had it?
I thought I didn't, but I do. I just checked my styles. So I'll be sending this to Winter.
What about me?
You want it?
No, I'll buy my own. I'm going to. Winter doesn't have as much money as I have.
I almost sent it to you anyway. Oh, that's funny.
What do you have? Very interesting. What? Who, me? Yeah.
Ground Volt's made of?
Thank you. The winters are remarkably mild. Thank you very much. There's all kinds of secrets and fun places to go and discover and all kinds of stuff. I've seen some stuff though that looks really amazing. My thing is a little raw. I haven't spent as much time doing housing things as other people because I'm really late into housing. I just started last June, and there's some people that have been playing the game for the whole time it's been out. They've been doing housing. When housing came out, I didn't even do it. And I've seen some houses that look really amazing. like just stuff that goes really good together and looks crazy and makes you at all when you see it. Mine is like that, but it's not fixed and placed in a way that makes it look like the game creator made something crazy. It just looks like the player made it.
Return to life thousands of years later.
And I don't know, that's the impression I get from the other houses I've seen.
We don't do low.
Are you trying to get to the horn? Is that what you're doing? You don't close doors on your way in? Fuck. Did you go up in a barn? Okay. No, they're not. I'm always closing in for people. They're coming in. Too bad they aren't, though. I wish they would flip back and reset on their own. Uh-oh. Beast mode. Cash, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help Yang with this real quick, and it doesn't look like my services are needed per se. So I'm gonna hop over to the other thing with you.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
Yes, but let me show Fang the way to the way to student. We'll get him his picture. All right, I'm here. I see where you are now. Okay, you're doing good. Did you see El Neuron at the top of the staircase, or no, not yet? Here, you missed him. Come over here for a second. I'll move this for you. Here, come on in here. Here. This is a god that we discovered and pulled into reality from a different dimension. And this is his, like, 4th phase of banishment that we've been going through. The thing with the cats in the beginning of the place is actually a storyline thing that continued where the cats rebelled against being used with their imp counterparts for agitation purposes to hold back El Neuron, and they broke out and put the imps inside of the fucking water tanks and shit down there. And then this guy is still in the middle of being banished. What you're looking at is so much money right now, I can't even tell you. It's fucking disgusting how much gold that costs, what you're looking at. It really is. This table over here, too. This looks like it's, oh yeah, there's no big deal, right? That fucking one key, dude, is so much gold in the mouth of that head. It's so much fucking gold, dude. The key is like 150,000 gold for that little tiny key that you could barely fucking see. The problem is nobody ever knows how much things cost. I wish they let you put a price tag on that fucking thing. Just leave the price tags on all the items and shit. What fence? Yeah, but how did that end up getting you there? Oh, okay. I didn't even know you can do that. Good job. A lot of people find different ways to do stuff in my house. My house is, there's more than one of these. Alright, just be careful up here. If you fall, you'll have to do the whole thing over. Well, not when we hear. There's a secret here. If you do accidentally fall down there, there's the only, and I promise you, in-game nipple that you'll ever be able to see. And if you want to see it, we can go down, and I'll just bring you back up easily since I'm here. You want to see it? Okay, some people don't want to see the nipple. It's fine. It's not for everybody. If it matters, it's a lady's nipple. I don't think it would be a big deal if it wasn't. Yeah, one second. Welcome back. This is what I call a true DPS test. There's 90k braggers, 95k braggers do like 9k on this fucking gun. My 60k people do fucking more damage than them. No, beast mode, no! That's it. Enough is enough, dude. I have no idea what could cause that fucking problem, but it can't be happening when the person isn't here, just on and off for no reason, right? I'm not running a fucking ham radio right now. Alright, so, if you come over to me, you can jump up on this coral here. I know, this place is like a worse than a fucking nightmare. We also do tank duels here, because with the traps, the tanks will still die. Instead of just lasting forever and never winning. You can just turn on the switches and shit. It's alright, come on this way. The easiest way is this way. Wait, where'd you go? That's it. You got it. There's another way up. You can step on this lip. See this lip? Works better in first person. If you get on this little lip, you can actually jump straight onto the thing like this. If you push X fast enough when you move forward. Okay. You gotta push X multiple times now. It never used to be that bad, it just got worse as it went along. First person's pretty necessary too, just because you keep hitting the statue. Alright, there's another way up. It's a little easier. You can come around. Follow me this way. Carefully, slowly. You can actually go on this seat. And from the seat, you can jump up on the thing. Okay. Go to the right a little bit. There you go. It helps if you put the weapon away, by the way. Alright, and then here, you can jump, and it'll catch on the right as it pushes you to the right. If you jump right where I was, in the little cove, the little nooky cranny there. It'll feel like you're gonna fall off, but instead it won't. And then, up here, you just follow the pink areolas, and you should be okay. They got pretty good grip when you jump off. Now this one, be careful. Nice and slow. Come around to the right. When you jump and move forward, do it in little increments. Only push the left thing very slightly. So you just jump very short distance. Otherwise you'll end up pushing yourself too far and falling off. So in this part, you should be able to jump to here. Here. And when you get here, there's two ways to do this, but I did set it up where it keeps you if you're jumping into it and it doesn't push you off. And you can just do that twice until you get there. Alright, now, follow the pink nipples, pink areolas. You're almost there. And now it's a matter of balance. No more jumping. And watch out for this spike. It's designed to catch you and throw you off. So stay to the left of it. Just move nice and slow, no rush. And you can kind of see the outside of the creations of everything that I made. It looks like Minecraft from up here. It doesn't make physiological, or geographical, or scientific sense, but right, exactly. Right. It's absolutely maxed out. Oh wait, no, it's not. For some reason, it's 683 out of 700, but it was 700 out of 700, and it says collectibles 109 out of 110. Oh, I can add another thing. I gotta do that. That's right. And you made it! Yay! Alright, what you gotta do is take a picture of yourself with that horn, and you can blow it too if you want. Yay, yeah, you white bang. As soon as you post the picture, I'm going. Just life experience. I mean, you wouldn't have done it if it didn't exist, if I didn't create it. But it doesn't really give you anything now. It gives you rank, and this rank will give you access to the guild bank. So all those recipes in there that you might want to learn, feel free to take whatever you need. Just put back duplicates as always. Did you throw that picture in the final order section? 2 ways to do it. You can send me a message on PSN or somebody else with the picture, and then use your phone app, PSN message app, to download the picture, and then just plug it in that way, or just take a picture of the TV with your phone, which is the faster way to do it. Obviously, one of them looks nicer than the other. There you go. You have me in the picture? That's funny. I tried to move, I didn't move quick enough. That's alright. It's not completely unexpected. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's quite a few of it. There's over. I think there's now like 250 more thousand items for houses. It's fucking retarded. There is more in this game than any other game in existence right now. More than any other house editing game. There's more shit in this game for your housing than there is in Minecraft. Which is fucking insane. Congratulations on your promotion to student! Moving on up. Hell yeah. Good job, man. That's 3 platforms you're congratulated on. And here's your promotion. That's the best I can do. I know. You should give people money when they do that. Yeah, I know. If you need money, I just give you money, though, so... Let me know if you need any money. It doesn't need to be a reward for this. I'll just give it to you. Me and Cash are lucky enough to actually get a, Oh, thank you, Cash. Oh, no, that was me that bought it for myself. Sorry. Thank you, Nightmare. Me and Cash... I have it on the wrong character now? That's fucked up. Me and Cash are gonna travel to a different planet in a different galaxy. Far, far away. Please, turn me into a bird so I can fly far, far, far away. God did not turn Jenny into a bird that day, but she did say that Jenny did not have to live with her stepdad no more. I don't know how he words it, but... When you own your own house, the way you open doors, you just move the door and just put it back. You don't even open it. It's easier than clicking it to get that to light back up, because you gotta click it like 3 times and shit. Alright.